I Want Answers is made possible by the Grand River Dam Authority, the Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation, RCB Bank, Rogers State University, and by the generous support of viewers like you. Thank you.
Every day, the employees of the Grand River Dam Authority strive for excellence by focusing on the 5 E's: employees, electricity, environmental stewardship, economic development, and efficiency. We do this by producing low-cost, reliable electricity that touches 75 of the 77 counties in the state. At no cost to the taxpayers, we also manage 70,000 surface acres of lakes and the scenic Illinois River. Annually, the efforts of Team GRDA facilitate over $450 million in economic activity for Oklahoma.
The Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation is a proud sponsor of I Want Answers on RSU Public TV. Throughout his life, Gerald Westby worked hard to add to the quality of life through his legacy of support for the arts, arts education, and culture. The Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation continues this work.
At RCB Bank, you are not just a number. You are our neighbor, friend, coworker, PTA partner, business owner down the street, and so much more. We value our relationship with you. We are here to serve you at any of our locations or online at rcbbank.com. With over 50 locations across Oklahoma and Kansas, we're everywhere you need us to be. RCB Bank is your hometown community bank, interested in your financial well-being. RCB Bank, that's my bank.
The Caney Valley Trojans and the Morris Eagles are here as we continue our Season 11 of I Want Answers. Hey everyone, and welcome to our 11th season of Oklahoma's favorite academic game show, I Want Answers. It's presented by GRDA. I'm your host, Anna Berry, and I'm so happy to be back with you all again this year. So tonight's teams, we got the Caney Valley Trojans and the Morris Eagles. Now these teams are competing for a chance at $12,000 in scholarship money that will be awarded at the championship at the end of the season. So let's start off by meeting our players from Caney Valley. All right, we have our team captain, senior Braden Peckham. We've got Carter Brown, junior. We've got junior Caleb Peck, and we have junior Avery Thomason. Caney, you guys ready?
Yep.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun one. All right, now let's meet the players from Morris. All right, we've got our captain, senior Nate Stice. Welcome. We've got senior Trey Whitman. We've got junior Kylie Force, and we got junior Colton Kreiner. You guys excited? Yeah. Ready? All right, how you guys feel?
Good.
Nervous? No, you can do this. It's a lot of your first time, but you'll get the hang of it. Now, I know that you guys are wanting to get some good questions, right? But I want answers. Hence the name of the show, but not just any answer. I want the right answer, because that is who's going to win. So let's begin our competition with the speed round.
First up, the speed round. The speed round consists of individual answer questions worth 10 points each. The first team member to buzz in gets to answer. No conferring between team members is allowed in this round.
Okay, y'all ready? Let's begin. The two major classifications of trees are coniferous and what other? Caney Valley?
Deciduous?
Yes. The coast ranges are backed by a trove of low-lying land, including the Puget Sound lowland in what state? A trough, excuse me. Yes. Caney Valley?
Maryland.
No. Morris?
Florida.
No, it is Washington. It's okay. Sometimes we have a ghost in here. When a liquid cannot wet a surface such as water on a waxed car hood, it does what on that surface? Morris?
Melts.
No. Caney Valley?
Evaporate.
No. The answer is beads up. So carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, and what other element constitute more than 90% of the substances making up protoplasm? Caney?
Oxygen.
Yes. In relation to mass media, the common letters in these abbreviations stand for what? WQPR, KPRX, KFPR, NPR. Caney Valley?
Names.
No. Anyone listen to public radio? That's what they are. All right. What kind of tunnel is used in aerodynamic research to investigate the effects? Morris?
Wind tunnels.
Yes. All right. What part of the Earth's interior, with a radius of 3,488 kilometers, is surrounded by the mantle? Morris?
Core.
Yes. The Boers were Dutch colonists in the region of what modern country? Morris?
Scotland.
No. Caney Valley?
Norway?
No. The answer is South Africa. We have a math question. The sum of two numbers is 10. Determine what these numbers must be if their product is to as large as possible. Caney Valley?
5 and 5.
Yes, correct. 5 and 5. Good job. All right, before ending in the Willamette Valley, what route passed by Forts Kearney, Laramie, Bridger, Hall, and Boise long before it came an early video game? Caney Valley?
Oregon Trail.
Yes. You'll remember that, right? From the Oval Office on January 4th, 1980, what U.S. president addressed the nation about the Caney Valley?
Reagan.
No. Morris?
Ford?
No. It was Jimmy Carter. We've got a video question from GRDA.
I'm Justin Alberti, Vice President of Corporate Communications for the Grand River Dam Authority. On what river is Lake Hudson in Oklahoma located?
Caney Valley?
Arkansas.
Yes. All right. Back to speed. What is the meaning of the first word in the abbreviation AM? Morris?
Auxiliary.
No. Caney Valley?
Autumn.
No, it is before. Homer, Herodotus, Sophocles, and Virgil wrote about what ancient war that... Morris?
The Trojan?
Yes. What department in George Washington's first cabinet dealt with money matters? Morris?
Treasury.
Yes. In 1890, Mississippi instituted literacy tests in which payment to vote to restrict former slaves from voting? Caney Valley?
Poll tax.
Yes. What kind of artist is skilled in fine, elegant, ornamental writing? Caney Valley?
Calligrapher?
Yes. The stated mission of which branch of the American Armed Forces is to fly, fight, and win? Morris?
Air Force.
Yes. We have another math question. The side of one triangle is 5 feet, and the corresponding side of a similar triangle is 15 feet. If the shortest side of the first triangle is 4 feet, how long is the corresponding side of the second triangle? Caney Valley?
12.
Yes. Good job. What field of biology deals with the structure of living bodies, both plant and animal? Caney Valley?
Anatomy.
Yes. The term equinox comes from the Latin words equi, meaning equal, and nox, meaning what? Caney Valley?
Night.
Yes. Seymour Smedley missed a tackle and ran into the goalpost. He didn't break anything, but his arm was displaced from its normal position with respect to his shoulder. Morris?
Dislocation.
Yes. Of the world's 5 largest countries, in which one is the rate of deforestation running at more than 1 million acres annually? Caney Valley?
Brazil.
Yes. What kind of heavenly bodies are the source of most meteorites that hit Earth? Caney Valley?
Asteroid.
Yes. What is the 2-word personified term for a desert whirlwind that can carry debris and sand to heights even as far? Caney Valley?
Sandstorm.
No. Morris?
Dust storm.
No, but very close. The correct answer is dust devils. All right, what figure of speech is used in these lines by Carl Sandburg? A white sky bomb fizzed on a black line. Caney Valley?
Automatopoeia.
Yes, correct. The headwaters of the Pecos River, a tributary to the Rio Grande, are in what state? Morris?
Texas?
No. Caney Valley?
New Mexico.
Yes, that is correct. The name for what small mammal with a leathery armor shell comes from Spanish for Caney Valley?
Armadillo.
Yes, correct. The idiom Man Friday indicates a faithful male assistant or employee and comes from a character in what novel by Daniel Defoe? Morris?
Robinson Crusoe.
Yes, correct. Great job. You guys are just speeding through this speed round. That bell means time's up for the speed round. Let's check out our score. We got 150 Caney Valley and 70 Morris. Round 2 is coming up next. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Braden Peckham, and we're the Caney Valley Trojans, and one thing I wish that was never invented is lasagna.
I'm Caleb Peck, and one thing I wish was never invented was mayonnaise.
I'm Carter Brown, and one thing I wish was never invented is European cars.
I'm Avery Thomason, and one thing I wish was never invented is sporks.
And welcome back to I Want Answers presented by GRDA. What do you have against lasagna? It's so good. Oh, all right. So, teams, you guys ready? You excited to play? We got another round, but I do want to say that the judges reviewed a question and we made a score correction. So it's 140 Caney Valley and 70 Morris. But we have the advantage round that is coming up next.
Next up, the advantage round. In this round, the teams face off by first attempting to answer a speed question. The team that answers correctly receives 10 points and the opportunity to answer 3 advantage questions worth 10 points each. After the 3 advantage questions, it's back to speed questions to determine who gets the next advantage. The speed questions can be answered by anyone, but the answers for the advantage questions must come from the team captain.
All right, are we ready? Here's our first speed question. What was the most common language of ancient Rome? Caney Valley?
Latin.
Yes. Advantage for Caney inventors. With what industry was William Edward Boeing associated?
Aeronautics?
Yeah.
Aeronautics.
Yes, aircraft, exactly. Who in 1844 obtained the basic rubber vulcanization process patent that dominated the rubber industry for decades afterwards and whose tire company still bears his name?
Goodyear.
Yes. To isolate germs to identify them, this special dish was created and named for which scientist who created it?
Petrie.
Yes, correct. All right, next speed. This sentence has a needless shift in what? She walked up to the Caney Valley?
Verb.
No. Morris?
Noun.
No. The answer is tense. What nation was the home of Fridtjof? Caney Valley?
Germany.
No. Morris?
Soviet Union.
No. It was Norway. Who, upon signing the Declaration of Independence, said this? Morris?
Jefferson.
No. Caney Valley?
Madison.
No. Let's try to listen to the whole sentence. Let's try it this time. The name of what tiny flying insect starts with the silent G? Caney Valley?
Gnat.
Yes. Advantage for Caney. American literature. What story by Jack London starts with an extra dog getting food from the dog sledders carrying the coffin of their friend?
Call of the Wild.
No. It's White Fang. Scott Odell's novel, The Black Pearl, is set on what North American peninsula, partly in California and partly in Mexico?
Baja.
Yes. A biography about whom starts with this. This is the story of the real Tom Sawyer, a boy who wanted to be a pirate. Instead, he grew up to be a famous writer.
Yep, The Adventures.
Huckleberry Finn. The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn.
Yes, Mark Twain and the Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. All right, we're going to go back to speed. Most plays are divided into acts, which are further subdivided into what? Caney Valley?
Scenes.
Yes. Advantage for Caney Valley. Zoology. The common house cat is a, here we go, Felis domesticus. The mountain lion is a Felis concolor. And the Felis yagarundi is a tropical wildcat. By their names, what we know they all belong to the same taxonomic what?
Class.
No, it's genus. Name the most famed and feared fish of the Amazon.
Piranha.
Yes. In 1770, John Wesley wrote, "Death is never permitted to destroy even the most inconsiderable species." He was wrong. What term is used for the death of a species?
Extinction.
Yes. All right, back to speed. Which body systems performs vitamin D synthesis? Morris?
Immune system.
No. Caney Valley?
Nervous.
No, it's the integumentary system. All right, back to speed. Those Americans who sought war against Britain in 1812 were referred to as Caney Valley?
Patriots.
No. Morris?
Nationalist.
No, they are war hawks. A lens that is thinner at the center than at the edge has what shape? Caney Valley?
Triangle.
No. Morris?
Cone.
No, the answer is concave. What punctuation mark creates a strong pause between a list of items and the words that introduce? Caney Valley?
Semicolon.
Yes, advantage for Caney. Math terminology. Centi is to 0.01 as hecto is to what?
0.06.
No. It says 100. Negative 2/3 plus 2/3 equals 1. Thus, they have what two-word relationship?
Equal numbers.
No, it's an additive inverse. Name the mathematical set that includes all chartreuse-colored great auks currently living in Bangladesh wearing zoo suits and sombreros. That was not a trick question. The answer is empty or null. Let's go back to speed. Name the island chain extending southwest from the Alaskan Peninsula. Caney Valley?
Seward.
No. Are you trying to hit that?
Yeah.
Okay, try to slam it. There we go.
Aleutian Islands.
Yes, correct. Advantage for Morris, mythology. The name of what Scandinavian mythological figure means thunder? It's to Morris.
Thor.
Yes. Who was the Roman goddess of love and marriage, fitting since the month when the most marriages is named after her?
Venus.
No, Juno. These three are part of a group known collectively as what? Terpsichore, Clio, and Calliope.
The Three Fates.
No, it's muses. Okay. All right, and that's all the time we have for this very challenging advantage round. You guys were doing really great at that, though. The score is 250 Caney Valley and 80 Morris. But stay with us. We've got the whirlwind round coming up.
Hello, I'm Nate Stice from Morris Eagles, and one thing I would uninvent is unicycles, because just walk.
I'm Kylie Force, and I don't invent bicycles. Just get a unicycle.
I'm Colton Kreiner, and just get rid of the tricycle. Why not just use a bicycle?
I'm Trey Whitman, and I'd uninvent road signs, because natural selection.
Welcome back to I Want Answers, presented by GRDA. Have any of you guys tried a unicycle?
I have not.
No, yeah, and I don't even want to attempt it. Anyway, we're down to the final round for our competition tonight. It is the whirlwind round, and it's coming right up.
Next up, it's the whirlwind round. In this round, the trailing team gets to pick from one of three categories, and they get to choose whether they wish to answer the category's questions themselves or force the other team to answer them. The team will have 60 seconds to answer as many questions as possible. Then the other team gets their turn at one of three remaining categories. Each correct answer is worth 10 points. If any team correctly answers all 10 of their questions, they will receive 10 bonus points.
All right, so Morris is trailing right now, so you get to pick one of these three categories: American history, scary things in book and film, or war.
American history.
Let's do American history.
For yourself?
For our team.
Okay, all right, you have picked American history. Answer these questions about American history. During what war did Molly Pitcher serve?
Civil War.
No. What American city was designed around a spoken and wheel plan by Pierre L'Enfant?
New Orleans.
Nope. The program started before his time, but who was president when the first man walked on the moon in 1969?
John F. Kennedy.
Nope. In which decade of the 18th century did the Boston Massacre take place?
70s.
Yes. During which World War II island battle did Joe Rosenthal photograph Ira Hayes and 4 other Marines?
Midway.
No. In which New England city is the site of Paul Revere's home?
Lexington.
Nope. What 1794 rebellion protested a new tax on distilleries?
Boston Tea Party.
Nope. Who became the youngest recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize in 1964, only 4 years before his death? All right. Good job, guys. Now we have, you can pick between scary things in book and film, war, or alphabetically first.
We'll take alphabetically first.
Alphabetically first. Okay, name the alphabetically first of each of these. The 12 months of the year.
April.
Yes. U.S. states.
Alabama.
Yes. Canada's provinces and territories.
Pass.
Colors of the rainbow.
Red? No.
Blue.
No. Chemical elements, symbol AC.
Arsenic.
No. Books of the New Testament.
27.
No.
Oh.
Snow White's dwarf friends.
Dopey.
No. Mammals, way at the top of 2 A's.
Aardvark.
Yes. Dumas's Three Musketeers.
Pass.
The 13 colonies.
Massachusetts.
No. Good job, though. Those are some fun little tricky questions. All right, so yeah, there we go. 3 rounds. The score stands currently 280 Caney Valley, 90 Morris. But let's go back to some speed questions to wrap up this game. What combustible liquid can be made from such sources as grains, sawdust, wood chips, and grass? Morris?
Ethanol.
Yes. What future U.S. president was the supreme commander of the forces involved in the Normandy invasion? Caney Valley?
Eisenhower.
Yes. Hexagonal crystals have how many sides? Caney Valley?
6.
No. Morris?
12.
No. The answer is 8. Antioxidants are compounds that slow what chemical process? Caney Valley?
Osmosis.
No. Morris?
Rust.
No. It's oxidation. What country is the world's largest Islamic monarchy? Caney Valley?
Saudi Arabia.
Yes. A deer jumped out on the highway. The driver slammed on the brakes and locked up the wheels, but the car did not stop until it has laid down a 60-foot skid mark. What caused the car to continue? Morris?
Friction.
No. Caney Valley?
Inertia.
Yes. Name either of the 2 demonstrative pronouns used throughout the poem about the house that Jack built. Caney Valley?
He.
No. This or that. These World Heritage Sites are in what country? Mount Athos, Delos, medieval city of Rhodes, and the archaeological site at Olympia. Caney Valley?
Greece.
Yes. What process that slows microbial growth in foods was invented by a French chemist? Caney Valley?
Carbonization.
No. Morris?
Pasteurization.
Yes. What degree of comparison is used in these book titles? The Longest Days, The Bluest Eye, The Darkest Night. Caney Valley?
Hyperbole.
No. Superlative. The Russian Revolution began in the midst of what larger international conflict? Caney Valley?
World War I.
Yes. Who is referred to in the newspapers as the cowboy hero of San Juan Hill? Caney Valley?
Theodore Roosevelt.
Yes. And what word that means side may be preceded by prefixes such as multi, uni, bi, and equi? Caney Valley?
Lateral.
Yes. All right. Wow, that bell concludes tonight's competition. The final score stands at 350 Caney Valley and 110 Morris. So that means that Caney Valley is our winner. Congratulations. Great job, both teams. You guys did really well. So let's look at our bracket. We see that Caney Valley will advance and they'll be playing Wagner in our second round. So we'll see them again in just a few weeks. Okay, everyone, thank you teams for playing. You all did really well, and thank you audience for watching as we showcase the knowledge of our local Green Country High School academic team, such smart kids. Be sure to follow I Want Answers on Facebook and Instagram. And remember, you can always catch up on past episodes anytime at rsu.tv. We'll see you next time for another exciting competition on I Want Answers.
I Want Answers is made possible by the Grand River Dam Authority, the Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation, RCB Bank, Rogers State University, and by the generous support of viewers like you. Thank you.
Every day, the employees of the Grand River Dam Authority strive for excellence by focusing on the 5 E's: employees, electricity, environmental stewardship, economic development, and efficiency. We do this by producing low-cost, reliable electricity that touches 75 of the 77 counties in the state. At no cost to the taxpayers, we also manage 70,000 surface acres of lakes and the scenic Illinois River. Annually, the efforts of Team GRDA facilitate over $450 million in economic activity for Oklahoma.
The Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation is a proud sponsor of I Want Answers on RSU Public TV. Throughout his life, Gerald Westby worked hard to add to the quality of life through his legacy of support for the arts, arts education, and culture. The Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation continues this work.
At RCB Bank, you are not just a number. You are our neighbor, friend, coworker, PTA partner, business owner down the street, and so much more. We value our relationship with you. We are here to serve you at any of our locations or online at rcbbank.com. With over 50 locations across Oklahoma and Kansas, we're everywhere you need us to be. RCB Bank is your hometown community bank, interested in your financial well-being. RCB Bank, that's my bank.
At Rogers State University, we keep things personal.
It all starts here.
RSU has campuses in Claremore, Bartlesville, and Pryor, with on-campus housing and a wide variety of programs to suit your needs.
It all starts here.
Rogers State University.